And we are up. Excellent. Hello, everybody. I am Melissa Mahalik. This is my lovely assistant, Napoleon Boniparts, and we are Somatic Anatomy. Together, we normally teach anatomy to movement teachers. So yoga, dance, Pilates, massage therapists, movement and body professionals. That's maybe not so much happening right now, although we have been teaching some stuff online. A lot of the other things we do are teaching individuals how to get out of pain using our Bangin anatomy knowledge, because when you understand this, you understand how to organize it and how not to hurt it. The other things we do are, since we are somatic anatomy, we use the mind-body connection to help people move their bodies and change their minds. And that's what we're doing every weekday, 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard, which is what we're doing right here, right now, today. Yeah. So let me see. Today, what we are going to do, we have been going really deep into breath work lately. In fact, last week, we didn't even dance. We were just breathing. But this week, it is time for us to come. We spent some time going in. We're going to spend some time coming out. We're still blending that. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go into ourselves. We're going to contact that space around our adrenal glands. If you've been following me for more than 10 seconds, sorry, I'm speaking really fast because we're talking about the adrenal glands. So I'm all jazzed up into the sympathetic nervous system. It's not a metaphor, my friends. So if you've been hanging around any of my broadcasts and stuff for more than 5 minutes, you will probably have heard me talk about the base of the rib cage. This is a vital part of the human body. Not only is it where the most diaphragm muscle is, it's where the most lung tissue is, but it's also where your kidneys and your adrenal glands live. And not only are your kidneys fantastic in the wonderful work of detoxing your body, but your adrenal glands that sit on top of it like little pussy hats, I'm just saying, are back there controlling your fight or flight response and your adrenaline release. So a lot of us have lifted forward chests, that's a whole nother broadcast, and a lot of tightness back here. When we are tight back here, it is, I'm not sure about the chicken and the egg action here, but it is a lot of work on the adrenal glands. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go into our usual meditation where we take our gut, our heart, and our mind, we blend them together, and then we're going to go specifically into that kidney adrenal area, breathe in, expand it, and then we are going to dance. We're going to dance from the expansiveness of our kidneys and adrenal glands, right? Because we are freaking weirdos and we like that stuff, okay? It's important because when we go in and talk to our kidneys and adrenal glands, we become aware of the massive amount of stress we're living under. There's coronavirus, there's voting, there's a lot of social justice things happening right now coming to the forefront. Some of us are learning things that we never knew. Some of us are like, this has been here all along. Where has your head been? Would you please get it out of the sand? And there's a lot of new input and stress coming in. When we are in touch with our adrenal glands, we are able to, one, see when we're getting triggered and possibly have a more conscious reaction to that. And two, notice when we're getting into overwhelm. And again, if we are able to, maybe we can have a more conscious reaction to that as well. And three, because 3 is the magic number, when we can get in contact with that space by expanding it and increasing our capacity in that area, maybe we can expand the boundaries of our zone of tolerance. We can expand the amount of things that we can handle because we've all got a lot to handle right now. Yeah? Okay. So bring your hands, bring your anatomy sensing tools to your anatomy because you have your anatomy books with you wherever you go. Take one hand to the belly, contacting your gut, one hand at the heart, contacting your heart, and your third invisible hand is going to come back here to the curve of your skull, contacting your brain, your mind, and your central nervous system. Yes, all these things together with just 3 hands. So we're going to do a 3-part inhale, inhaling first into the belly, into the heart, into the head. Exhale from the belly, from the heart, from the head. Now again, inhaling into the belly, the heart, the head. Exhale from the belly, the heart, the head. And because we are big somatic nerds, and because we understand that the mind and the body are not separate, they are one, we are going to go deeper because we like to go deeper. As we go deeper into our bodies, we are also literally going deeper into ourselves. In somatics, it is not a metaphor, my friends. So, on your belly, feel your awareness sinking back into your belly, behind your stomach muscles, behind your internal organs, behind your gut itself, and into that space between the gut and your lumbar spine. Just take a breath right into that space. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deep and back and exhale. You might feel some grounding. You might feel your weight shift on your feet. If you have back pain, you might start to feel it release. This always changes the way I stand and relate to my back, and I have major back issues, let me tell you. One more time, inhaling behind the gut, deep into ourselves. And feel that expansiveness in that space remain as you exhale. Same thing with the heart. Let your consciousness sink past the hand, past the sternum, past the internal organ that is our hearts, into that space between the heart and the front of your spine. This is the private place for you. And you're going to inhale back into that space and expand that space that is there for taking care of yourself. The heart is an excellent model for that. As we exhale, keep that space expanding. Inhale, expand more. Because as the heart begins to send blood out to the rest of the body and take care of the entire body, of course, the first organ to get blood from the aorta, the first branch off the aorta goes right back to the heart. If you don't put your own oxygen mask on first, you can't help anybody else. So one more time, expand that space that is just for you. Expand your oxygen intake. Expand that capacity. And as you exhale, keep that space expanded. And you can continue to use your invisible hand on the back of your head, or you can use a real hand. And as you inhale, feel the air coming up into your sinuses, past your hypothalamus and your pituitary glands, back into your brain, into the space that's between your brain and the inside curve of your skull. Inhale back. Feel your skull and your mind expand. Leave it expanded as you exhale. And again, open. Exhale, leave the skull and mind expanded as you exhale. Expand your mind. It's not a metaphor. And exhale. Now that we've gone deep, we're going to take another 3-part breath. Inhaling in deep into the gut, deep into the heart, deep into the mind. Exhale from that depth of the gut, the depth of the heart, and the depth of the mind. One more time, unifying all these 3 centers. Gut links the heart, links the mind. Exhale, exhale, exhale. So here we are. We're centered. We know where our midline is. We just breathed into it. We have a sense of our spine. This is important. This is where we are. This is us. The center midline is how we know who we are, where we are, and what is real for us. Now, you bring your hands to the base of your rib cage. So I'm going to poke myself in the ribs here. I'm just going to walk around to the bottom. Different people have different rib cages. Some of them go longer down. Some of them are very short. Some of them are neither. They're just in the middle because rib cages. So if you say, put your first finger down here on the very bottom of the rib cage and then put the rest of your hands up, it's not, so my little finger here is not far from the bottom of my bra if you are a bra wearing human. So right here. So right now in my hands, I have my lung tissue. I have my diaphragm muscle. I have my kidneys and I have my adrenal glands. And I'm just going to breathe back into my hands and expand that space. I'm going to feel my ribs expanding backwards into my hands. So, behold. As I exhale, I'm going to keep that space large and just exhale gently. And inhaling again, expanding even more back here. And exhale. One more time, expanding back here. And exhale. And now, from here, we are going to move from that expanded space and back. You can do rib circles. You can keep your hands on your back. You can move the upper body. You can move the lower body as an outgrowth of that movement in the lower or in the upper body. And I'm realizing the music I've chosen today is totally not a good choice for this. So let me make a real quick substitution. Oh gosh, that's gonna be hard. Okay, so we are going to, you know what? I'm gonna drop this one. It's short, it's sweet, it's expressive, and it is also transcendent. So get in touch with this space at the base of your ribs. Inhale and expand it. And move with what's in there. Release what needs to be released, absorb what needs to be absorbed, and move with this space of expansiveness. Move that space inside you. Let's go. And bring it down. And now actually we are going to take it up a little bit. We're going to take it up just a little bit with the original. Because now we've gone in and now we're coming out. Here's the energy from here. The energy in the legs. It's not all bad. Expand yourself in that space and move. And move. breathe sometimes. Don't you can seize the body, take your legs. Don't have to check yourself. Bring it down. Find your center. Stop. Feel the body. Feel the aftermath of the shake, of expansiveness. And maybe you can still feel that space in the back of your rib cage. Maybe you can still feel the space in your gut or your heart or your head. So breathing in the belly, the heart, and the head. 3-part breath into the gut, heart, mind, out from the gut, heart, mind. One more time, gut, heart, mind. Exhale, gut, heart, mind. Bring your hands together, press your palms together. Feel the bones of the palms of your hands, your wrist bones, your forearm bones, your upper arm bones. Feel your shoulder blades back on your ribs. Feel the spine in the center of your ribs. And with that sensation of really knowing where your heart is, really knowing where your heart is, breathe into your heart and feel it expand. And now, using the heart as an opening, you're going to breathe into your heart and let that breath pour through your heart down into your gut. Your heart and your gut are linked. Inhale again, linking your heart and your gut, making the unconscious and implicit conscious and explicit. And notice how that feels in your body. Now inhaling through the heart one more time, 2 more times really. Inhale from the heart up into the mind. And exhale. And one more time from the heart up into the mind. Heart and mind are linked. Hands down, reach down. Inhaling through your toes, up through the leg bones, and into the front of the spine. And exhaling up out into the universe. Inhaling, take fresh, clean energy, fresh, clean ideas, fresh, clean perspectives from the universe outside of you. Inhale them into your body. Bring your hands, forehead, nose, chin, sternum, belly button, pubic bone. Exhale. One more time, inhaling up from the toes, up the front of the spine, out to the top of the head to the rest of the universe. And exhale. As you exhale, let that exhale go from the top of your head, down behind the brain, behind the throat, behind the heart, behind the stomach, behind the belly, behind the front or in front of the sacrum, hip joints, leg bones, feet, and earth. If you've enjoyed this, if this has resonated with you somehow, awesome. Let me know. Share this with everybody. bit.ly/thedailydance break. If you have not enjoyed this, let me know, because I'm curious as to what you do like. So, enjoy your anatomy. Stay centered. Remember who you are, and that your gut, your heart, and your mind can be aligned. And when they are aligned, you can change the world. This is a great time to be changing the world. A lot is happening. Go out and be part of it.